We're joined by Mark Josie, the CEO of the Kansas City Pioneers, Kansas City's premier esports team. Can you share a little bit with us about the KC Pioneers?
Yeah, so the Kansas City Pioneers, esports gaming, lifestyle, creator economy organization based out of Kansas City here. We're Kansas City founded but globally driven, so we have some of the best, highest performing teams across the world in a couple of different sports. And then we also have some traditional athletes that stream for us and engage with the community, our community, and both community in Kansas City. And then we also have content creators writ large that will do content all over the U.S. in the world for the sports that we're in.
Yeah, and I like that you mentioned that Kansas City founded but globally driven emphasis, because there's a lot of partnerships that y'all do, from prominent sports teams here in Kansas City to then also competing all around the nation. When you think about reflecting on 2022, what are some of those highlights that come to mind?
Oh, for sure. I think first what I love about Kansas City is just the propensity for everyone to support each other. So one, really proud of the 2022 support that we've had from everybody in Kansas City and the Midwest and even further. I think as I think about celebrating, what we were very excited about is getting a couple of championship teams. So we've won a couple of championships. We're on our way to hopefully winning some more. I think also, having Kansas Pioneers Day for Mayor Lucas. We have a proclamation that says hey, it's the Pioneers Day, which was something we were really proud of for our 3-year anniversary. So we've been here for 3 years. Another highlight would be a global major came to Bartle Hall and for Halo, and at the time we had the top 6 team in the world. So that was not only great to see something on a larger scale here with fans cheering and stuff, but then also seeing the week before we did an activation with Kansas City Royals, and so all of the best teams in Halo in the world, some of the biggest organizations that have millions of followers and are worth $500 million. They all came in. We had Microsoft, Xbox. We did a press conference. Was very excited to talk to John Sherman about the future of gaming and how the intersection is. So a lot to be proud of, and it really started here in Kansas City, right?
Yeah, I was able to make it out to Bartle Hall, and that was a pretty phenomenal production that was put on there. And yeah, it was fun to see everyone cheering the Pioneers on. And so with esports being this newer industry, what are the KC Pioneers doing to innovate and be at the forefront of it?
Sure. I mean, I think a couple things. One, it's the Midwest is underserved. So if you look at where all the teams are, they're mostly coastal based, right? So East Coast, West Coast. You'd have to go to Chicago or Dallas or Austin to find some of the other teams that are organizations that are doing something similar that we're doing, in both lifestyle, content, also competing at the highest level in some sports. So I think that's the number one thing, right? We want to plant our flag on the ground and say, hey, this is where we're from, and then scale out to across the whole globe, whether it's our Australian team, Rocket League team, who now is in, I don't know when this is airing, but we're in Rotterdam right now, Netherlands, to play in a global major. That will be exciting. We have I think right now we're number 2 in Europe, Middle East, and Africa for our Apex team. So that's really cool. So we have really competitive teams. We have a crazy fan base. We continue to grow. And so I think being here in the Midwest and representing a large swath of what's considered sometimes flyover country is really exciting for us.
Yeah, and I know y'all tap into a lot of the younger generation as well and getting them involved.
Yeah, well, I think that if you look at gaming, it's really interesting because there's so many titles, games to play. There's so many leagues. There's so many tournaments. There's so many opportunities to see, feel, live, play esports and gaming, right? And then also it's this vertical of the younger generation. It used to be millennial, Gen Z, and now it's Alpha Gen. But gamer is usually in all that category because you can have anywhere from 8-year-olds and younger all the way to like 40, 50-year-old folks playing games, being engaged. So it's really exciting. And then at its core, like a younger audience, you know, they want what they want, when they want, how they want, in forms of entertainment. And esports and gaming is such a huge portion of that. And so we also work really hard to let, you know, not just, you know, fans know what the Pioneers can do, but also brands to know why they should jump into esports and gaming and have a significant strategy to reach some of those verticals and demographics that I talked about. Definitely.
So then, KC Pioneers is a startup to watch in 2023. What can we expect in 2023?
Oh man, that's so, first of all, thank you. And second, we're just super proud of our team. Just a lot of women and men working hard every single day to you know, make the community in which they live and work and play better, to make themselves better, to make the teams better. So just really excited for that, number one. So we'll continue that, right? We'll continue to field and find world-class teams to go win. So we want to win some championships. We definitely want to do that in 2023. We've been poised a couple of times to win some ginormous, think of it as like the Super Bowl or the World Series. So we've gotten close a couple of times in an analogous sport to winning. So we want to do that. We want to continue to grow, and you'll see, you know, more name recognition for the Pioneers, and then hopefully work with publishers, the folks that make the video games and run tournaments, to bring more of that back to Kansas City, because we have a great fan base, we have a great community, and Kansas City is a wonderful place to come root for your favorite team, including gaming and esports.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining us.
Thanks.